Welcome to our Mock Interview Pro series, where today we're diving into acing your interview for a sales assistant position. Let's get you ready to shine by tackling the first Gispel question. Can you think of a time when you had to bring different teams together to achieve a sales goal? This question is designed to understand how well you can coordinate and work with various teams to drive sales. Here's how you can approach this question. Pick a specific project that had clear sales objectives. Describe your role and which teams you coordinated. Talk about any challenges you faced and how you overcame them. Share the outcome and any measurable success you achieved. Relate this experience to skills important for the sales coordinator position. Let's look at an example answer to get a better idea.
In my last job, we were preparing to launch a new product line. I was responsible for coordinating the marketing, sales, and customer support teams. We had a tight deadline and conflicting priorities, so I organized weekly meetings to ensure everyone was on the same page. The launch turned out to be a success, boosting sales by 25% in the first quarter.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Sales Assistant. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell us about a time when you had to settle a dispute between sales team members. What happened in the end? This question aims to assess your conflict resolution skills and how you manage team dynamics. Here's how you can effectively handle this question. Clearly identify what the disagreement was about. Explain how you facilitated communication and mediation. Highlight your listening skills and ability to communicate effectively. Describe the resolution and its positive impact. Share what you learned from the experience. Here's a sample answer to illustrate this.
In a previous position, two team members were at odds over the strategy for an important client pitch. I arranged a meeting where each could share their perspective. Through this discussion, we developed a hybrid strategy that impressed the client, and we secured the deal.
Could you share a complex sales problem you solved successfully? How did you do it? This is to understand your problem-solving skills, especially in challenging sales situations. Here's how you might tackle this question. Identify the specific sales issue and its impact. Describe how you analyzed and understood the problem. Explain the solution you implemented and how it solved the issue. Discuss the results and feedback you received. Share what you learned and how it has shaped your sales approach. Let's take a look at an example answer.
In a previous role, we noticed a drop in sales for a key product. I dug into sales data and gathered customer feedback, identifying gaps in our marketing. After revamping our marketing strategy, sales grew by 30% in 3 months, restoring confidence in the product.
Imagine your sales team is falling short of their quarterly targets. What steps would you take to identify the issues and get back on track? This situational question evaluates how you identify problems and implement solutions to meet sales goals. Here's how you can approach this scenario. Review sales data to spot trends in areas that are underperforming. Meet with team members to understand their challenges and gather feedback. Analyze customer feedback and market conditions. Develop action plans that address the findings, focusing on training or resources. Set clear, measurable goals to track progress and motivate the team. Here's how you might respond to this question.
I would start by analyzing sales reports to find out which areas are lagging. Then, I'd have one-on-one meetings with team members to gather their insights. Using this feedback, I would tweak our strategies and implement additional training to improve performance.
A key client is unhappy with our service. How would you handle the situation to maintain a good relationship? This question assesses your ability to manage client relationships and address their concerns effectively. Here's how you might address this challenge. Listen to the client's concerns without interrupting. Show empathy and acknowledge their feelings. Propose specific actions to resolve the issues and ask for their input. Follow up after the resolution to ensure satisfaction. Maintain regular communication to strengthen the relationship. Let's look at how you could answer this.
First, I would listen carefully to the client's concerns to understand the issue fully. After acknowledging their feelings, I'd propose a resolution plan and seek their feedback. Once the issue is resolved, I'd follow up to ensure they're satisfied and continue regular check ins to nurture the relationship.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.